Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all you guys out there in YouTube land. It's me, Abigail, with the Ritual Mindset Tarot, and I'm back with another pick a card reading. Today we're going to be asking, how does the person on your mind feel about you? We will look into how this person is feeling, and then we'll get a few cards on the future energies between you and this person. And we'll get some messages from your person and then some advice. So today we have three options, three piles. Pile one, you have this amethyst cluster. I like this one because it has the matrix, the rock at the base of it. So that's pile one. Pile two is this golden selenite and halite cluster. This is very fragile. It's very easy to break a few of these like flakes of selenite. So I try to be gentle with it. And you have pile three. You have this pyrite cluster. So take your time if you have to pick a pile. I will have the timestamps down in the description box below. I'll see you at your reading, guys. Bye. Hey guys, if you chose the amethyst cluster, welcome to your reading, pile one. So today we are asking how your person is feeling about you. So we'll take some tarot and some oracle decks to clarify as to how they're feeling. And then we'll look into the future energies between you and your person and a few message cards. So this could be a crush. It could be whoever you're interested in, whoever you have on your mind. This is who we're asking how they are feeling about you and the connection right now. So we have the Nine of Earth or the Nine of Pentacles. You have the Six of Earth, the Six of Pentacles. And you have the Queen of Air, which is the Queen of Swords. Bottom of the deck energy is Fortune's Wheel or the Wheel of Fortune. This is a card of the fixed signs, which are Leo. Fixed signs. Scorpio. Libra. And then the water sign. Cancer. Oh, I already said the water sign. Air. Earth is Taurus. So Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, Libra. Pile one's person, or the person on their mind. How are they feeling about pile one? So you have integration and union. Pile one's person. How does pile one's person feel? We have Pluto, transformation. This reminds me of Scorpio. So Scorpio again. How does pile one's person feel about pile one? And we have control tactics. Underneath the deck is closed off, guarded, and resistance. How does pile one's person on their mind? So you have new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. How does pile one's person You have past life relationship. You have known each other before. How does pile one's person feel about pile one and the connection? And you have love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. And you have soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. So this is a new deck that I got, Messengers of the Heart. I got it on Etsy. This is the first time I've used it. See what comes out. So you have children. Children are affecting this connection. Be patient and allow them to resolve things for their highest good of all. Pile one's person. How do you feel about pile one and this connection? How are you feeling about pile one? So you have two that fell out. You have breakthrough. They are planning right now to come towards you to ask for a second chance. Expect communication real soon. And you have betrayal. Oh, I just dropped half of the deck. 1 second, guys. So you have betrayal. Their fleeting heart will only end up betraying you in the end. Your soul deserves better. And underneath the bottom of the deck, you have overflow. Their heart is overflowing with love so much it scares them because their love for you has no end. How does pile one's person feel about pile one in this connection? So you have intuition. I'm going to move these up a little bit. Intuition. How does pile one's person? You have awakening. How does pile one's person feel about pile one in this connection? You have two more that came out. Purity and intention. Bottom of the deck is patience. So for pile one, starting off with the tarot up here, bottom of the deck with a Wheel of Fortune. This card has to do with cycles, karmic cycles, but it's also a card that has to do with destiny. So there may be a very faded feeling with this between you and this person, like a very strong connection, a familiarity. And that's because some of you guys are actually soulmates or have a past life connection. So if this person is someone who is a new love for you, it may have been like an instant attraction or like a pull towards this person, and you feel very comfortable with them, as if you've known them before because you possibly may have known them in a past life. With the Nine of Pentacles here, your person feels that you're very abundant and they are very attracted to you, and they feel like you're independent. You are able to take care of business. You take care of yourself. You look good. You feel good. Nine of Pentacles. With the Six of Pentacles. With all the Pentacle cards, some of you guys may have met through work together, or may have met through like your routines, whether it's like the gym, somewhere in the community, but somewhere that's like a routine work. Six of Earth is about give and take, balancing out of give and take. So they want to be able to give you. They want to be able to provide for you and, you know, have like an equal give and take within this connection. The Queen of Swords is a queen that may not be the most like fluffy in terms of emotions, but she's very intelligent, observant, and she can communicate clearly. She has clarity. She has like a good insight in terms of like higher perspectives. So if this signifies you may have air in your chart, but if not, it's like a colder energy in a way, because if you have been hurt or betrayed before, you may have like a little bit of a guard up with this closed off, guarded, and resistance, or this may be your person. So your person may be intimidated by you, because if you're giving off Queen of Swords, the Queen of Swords is not afraid to let you know her mind, and not afraid to cut people off as well. So with the union and integration card, there's a desire for your person to have union, to have some sort of union with you. And, you know, everybody are in different situation. So this could mean like going out on a date, or like for some people starting a relationship, but they do have a desire to work on this connection, because if this is a soulmate connection, there's a big possibility that you guys are actually marrying each other and possibly feeling the same way about each other. With Pluto and transformation, there may have been for some of you where you guys, this person came into your life, and a lot of like maybe tower moments happened, different life changes started happening, or you could have just like triggered different like awakenings within each other's lives. Like a spiritual awakening may have been triggered when you guys came into each other's life, and it's helping you guys ascend. With the intuition card, this is a very like maybe telepathic connection. You guys may have a telepathic connection where you feel like when you guys are together, nothing has to be spoken in order to understand one another. Like you guys understand each other on an energetic level. There may be for some of you, it could be game playing or like hot and cold energy. This person may have tried to, you know, control their feelings. Maybe they're holding back. Maybe they are closed off and guarded, and having like using tactics very strategic, because they have a wall up, because they could have probably been betrayed in the past. So they are closed off, but there is change happening. You may have helped them work on these woundings that they've had, you know, that they've gained with their past relationships, or just like growing up. With purity and intention, there's this focus on purifying themselves and healing themselves from these heavier energies to be able to come in correct with purity. This could also be talking about with children. Some people who are watching this actually have children, or your person have children, and that makes it a little more complicated when it comes to trying to be together, because then, you know, baby mama or baby daddy drama for some of you guys. But this could also talk about connecting with the inner child, healing the inner child. On the bottom of this deck is also like you see this baby angel. So again, children. You guys may have children with this person, or you may one day have children with this person. But there's a need to be patient during this time of transformation, because healing is not linear. With the love yourself first card here, self-respect makes you more attractive, romantically attractive. This person, or you also, if you guys are mirroring each other, you guys may share a certain wound of maybe not feeling good enough, and maybe giving of yourself too much in the past, where it was like one-sided, or maybe certain unrequited situations, and you guys have been triggered into working on your self-love, especially if this person felt like they couldn't like offer you anything. They didn't have enough to give. They didn't feel good enough to approach you. But again, with this Pluto transformation and awakening and the breakthrough card, they are planning right now to come towards you to ask for a second chance. Expect communication real soon. So if you guys are in no contact or little to no contact, expect this person possibly reaching out. And for some of you, this is again a new love, but for others, this is a reconnection, a reconciliation, a reunion. And possibly because of, if for those of you that are in no contact, there may have been this person pulling back their energy with closed off resistance control tactics. They may have pulled back because of how intense this connection is. Because with overflow, their heart is overflowing with love so much it scares them, because their love for you has no end. They may not have ever felt like this for anyone else, or maybe never felt like this deeply for someone else. So let's take a look at the future energies between you and this person. Maybe let's say the next 3 months. What are the energies surrounding you and this person? Future energies for pile 1 and the person on their mind. What's next? What's next? Oh wow, look at this, guys. You have 2 that came out. Message. Remember that card said expect communication soon. So some of you guys there, you do have a message coming in from this person soon. And we have this moth on here, just like in the Pluto transformation card. So this person may have been doing some shadow work, and they have now healed like a darker aspect of themselves, a shadow aspect of themselves. So they may feel much stronger and more have more of the courage that they need to approach you, because they're scared. And you have home. For some of you guys, you and this person may end up moving together, but this is also about building a foundation, and also having some stability. So for some of you guys will have a commitment, or like an elevation and commitment. So again, if you guys are just talking, it may become a relationship. For others, you get engaged, and others, you're moving in with your person. What's next for pile 1 and this person? What's next? What's next for pile 1? So you have Earth and boundaries. So with Earth, this just pretty much validates what I said about building a foundation, creating stability between you and this person, maybe creating a home. And with the Earth, it's about grounding this connection. There is a need to actually strengthen your boundaries and assert your boundaries in this connection in the next 3 months. So there may be possibly some disagreements, but strengthen your boundaries and make sure your person respects it, especially if they go back to operating from their shadow side. And bottom of the deck is healer. So you guys are healing yourselves, healing this connection. And yeah, let's see what else. What's next for pile 1 and the person on their mind? What's next? Very nice, guys. You have the success card. So there's an opportunity to have a successful, I was going to say communication because I saw a message. So maybe successful communication, maybe telling the truth if people have been hiding their feelings or needing an apology or a truth to come out. There is success overall within this community, this connection within the next 3 months. So there may be a connection within your community. You guys may be from the same community or neighborhood. What's next for pile 1 and the person on their mind? What's next? What's next for pile 1 and the person on their mind? You got the abundance card. Holy moly, guys. Success and abundance right next to each other. So this is a very abundant connection. If you guys have had like conflict in the past, it's meant for you to work through those heavier energies. So once you get to the other side of it, it's just like you guys have become the best versions of yourself. And what's coming to mind here with success and abundance, if you guys are in a romantic relationship or about to start in one, or ground a connection, this is a very abundant connection. And I'm hearing power couple. You have power couple potential with this person. And you have flow. There's a need to go with the flow and to not control it. You got the control card. So it may not only be your person that's trying to control the outcome of this connection. It may be both of you. So there's a need for you to surrender and go with the flow. And again, this is with this full moon here and this water. It's a very like deep connection, intuitive. Very much connecting to the depths of your emotions, but also the intuitive flow. Try to really pay attention to like your intuitive hits at this time. Sometimes, when that happens, sometimes especially if you're thinking about this person, you may be led to like crossing paths with one another. If you're wanting to see this person, you can manifest like bumping into them. By using your intuition or listening to your intuition. What's next for pile 1 and this person? So you got going forward. So there's movement forward, this new path, this new dawn coming in. There's sunrise over here. If there's any type of confusion or uncertainty within this connection right now, you see the fog here. It's like being blown away or burnt away by the morning sun. So there will be clarity within this connection. And you see the path itself is not necessarily straight. It's a little bit curvy, and it's going uphill. So there will be obstacles with this landing on the boundaries. There will be some work that you would need to put into this connection. And if you're able to, again, focus on your own healing and healing this connection, there is this opportunity for success and abundance in this connection. And bottom of the deck is taking risks with this hawk. And if you see in the background, and also this is Monument Valley in Utah. It's if you've never been there, it moves your soul, really. You realize how small you are with the like vast landscape, these sculptures that were carved out by the elements and God. So you see with this hawk, I think it's a hawk versus a falcon, but either way, they're both very spiritual birds. And with the Milky Way in the sky, this is a very like cosmic, magical vibe with your connection. This also has to do about higher perspective and intuitive perspective. The Queen of Swords, again, is very clear with her seeing and her higher perspective. So there's a need to also lean into that. Any wisdom you've gained throughout this connection, because you got the Wheel of Fortune, which could have spoken about karmic cycles that you and this person may have gone through. And there was a card about reconciliation and reuniting. So for some of you, this could be coming back around and working on what you have to work on by going forward with one another. And there's like this energy of taking risks, taking a leap. So this could be a new cycle, a new journey with one another. So pile one, let's get a few message cards from your person. Let's see what their higher selves would like to say to you. Pile one's person, what would you like to say? So you have two. I can't commit to you right now. So you had the children card come up. So if it's not a child, or if it's like another connection or family in general, there may be certain things that your person has to take care of before they can come forward and try to create this union with you. So this could have been another reason why, for those of you that had, for this person coming in for reconciliation purposes, this person may have had to take care of certain things before they could come towards you. And that could have been another reason why there was a disconnect. So they may still have some things to take care of right now. If it's not a third party in the sense of another relationship or like outside influences, this person may not feel like they're stable enough to offer you anything right now, especially with the Pluto transformation card coming in. There is still this energy of them needing to do more healing. So this may speak about them wanting to come in fully healed rather than wounded. And then you have, I'm in a karmic situation. So for some of you, this person is in another connection already, or this could be a karmic situation when it comes to family. Toxic family members that are maybe manipulative and controlling with how your person, their different choices, they have to pretty much take into consideration what their family has to say, what their community will say or think. So this person may have concerns about how the community, because I said community before, they may have concerns about how the community will react about this connection. So for some of you, this may be like a taboo connection, or maybe differences in culture as well. Too many. What does pile one's person want to say to pile one right now? And they say, I realize now what I did was wrong. So the betrayal card came up. So it's different for everybody. So this person may have done you wrong, even if it wasn't an actual betrayal. There's a saying, omission is a betrayal. So something may have been held back from you in terms of information. And with the going forward card, you saw the sun coming up and burning away the fog. So something may have come to light or will come to light between you and this person. And they say, I need to get my finances together. So this is what I was feeling about what I can't commit to you right now. This person may not have anything to offer you right now. They may not be able to, take you out on a nice date. Especially if you're much more established when it comes to your money and your career. If this person is still trying to establish themselves career-wise, or you just make more money, they may have insecurity when it comes to their finances. So they don't want to approach you until they feel good enough to be able to provide. One fell off the table. 1 second. And then they say, you inspire me to do better. So when you came into each other's lives, they may have been triggered into maybe a dark night of the soul for some of you, when they realized, like, what have I been doing with my life? How am, especially again, if you're much more advanced with your finances, where you are in life, your job situation, material goods, just overall, this may have triggered them. And then as they're doing the healing, they've come to try to turn that focus and that intention, which you had the intention card, into making better choices in their life, trying to level up. So you may have inspired them to level up. Pile one's person, what do you want to say to pile one? And you have, it's more complicated than you think, which falls under the in a karmic situation. So yeah, things are complicated right now with the external situation that they're in. This could also mean, like, there are certain things that they are struggling with that you may not know about. And that could be something that they want to communicate to you, since you had message and communication coming in through your reading. How does pile one's person, how do you... Okay, I'm not asking how they feel. I already asked that. What do you want to say, pile one's person, to pile one? What would you like to say to pile one? And they say, you are my forever love. You got the soulmate card and the past life connection card. So you and this person may have had multiple lifetimes together. And that's why they say, you are my forever love. Maybe you guys meet up and become lovers in every lifetime. It sounds very romantic. But sometimes it's not, because you guys meet up as lovers in order to trigger each other. So it's not as romantic as the movies make it, but it still can be a very beautiful connection, because, once you become the best versions of yourself, you guys can move mountains. Pile one's person, what would you like to say to pile one? We have two more. I was going to take one more, but we'll see. I will be reaching out soon. Boom. That's the third time about messaging, and soon came out twice. And they said, I'm ready to commit. So your person may be a little bit confused right now with, I can't commit to you right now, to I'm ready to commit. So they may be going back and forth. They don't want to lose you. I think that's what it is. I think on one hand, they know they don't have anything to offer you in terms of finances and stability. But they do want to commit to you. They're in a difficult situation because they feel like they have so much work to do, and they may feel like they're much more behind than you in terms of healing and in the journey overall, that maybe by the time that they get to where you're at, you'll be gone. You'll find somebody else. So, and bottom of the deck energy is, I got triggered. Yeah, we saw that. We saw you trigger them into this awakening. So pile one, that is your reading. I hope you liked it. I hope it resonated. If you did, please hit the like button. If you're not already subscribed, please consider subscribing. It helps me out a lot in the algorithm. I'm building up this, my small tarot community, and I would very, very much appreciate it. So please subscribe also, so you can be notified when I post more readings like this. Have a good evening, pile one. Thank you for spending time with me, and I'll see you at your next reading. Bye, guys. Hey guys, if you chose the golden selenite, welcome to your reading, pile two. So pile two, today we are asking, how is the person on your mind feeling about you? Then we'll look at what's next for you guys in terms of like future energies, and then we'll get some messages from this person, from their higher self, if they could be completely honest. So let's take a look at how this person on your mind is feeling about you and your connection. Pile two. I didn't ask my question yet. Pile two's person. How are you feeling about pile two and this connection? Pile two's person. How are you feeling about pile two? How are you feeling about pile 2 in this connection? Pile 2. Pile 2's person. How are you feeling? Too many. Pile 2's person. So you have 3 that came out. You have the 6 of Wands. You have the 6 of Swords. 6, 6. And you have the 5 of Wands. Bottom of the deck is the Knight of Cups. You may be dealing with a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or you may have that in your chart. Pile 2's person. How do you feel about pile 2 in this connection? Pile 2's person. How are you feeling? So we have finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Pile 2's person. How are you feeling about pile 2? We have religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. And you have, it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Bottom of the deck energy is passion. Pile 2's person. I got a new deck, by the way, Messengers of the Heart. I got it on Etsy. Pile 2's person. How are you feeling about pile 2 in this connection? You have temptation. Each day gets harder and harder to resist. They know in their heart to be true. They see you as their forbidden fruit. Move this up a little bit. Pile 2's person, how are you feeling about pile 2 in this connection? So you have 3 more that came out. You have message. They want to message you and explain everything to you, but they know they have to do right by you. And you have missing you. Their life feels empty without you. They miss you more than words can say, but they think it's too late to fix things. Unspoken love. They've been carrying a torch for you all alone, but unable to confess their love due to their fear of rejection. Bottom of the deck energy is exhausted. There's a lot of baggage that needs to be taken care of before they approach you. They're really trying to trust the situation. Pile 2's person, how are you feeling about pile 2 in this connection? Thought. Kindred spirits. Ooh, sorry. Pile 3's person. Sorry, pile 2's person. How are you feeling about pile 2? Pile 2's person, how are you feeling about pile 2? One more, please. Anything else for pile 2? And we have celebration. Blue butterflies. Bottom of the deck is choice. Pile 2's person. So we have 2 that came out. These 2 also came out in pile 1. So you have integration and union. And you have Pluto transformation. One more, pile 2. Pile 2's person, how are you feeling about pile 2 in this connection right now? So you have self-worth and expectations. Bottom of the deck energy is toxicity, bound, and patterns. So pile 2, it looks like you guys have been through some conflict with this person, which may have to do with external influences. You have 5 of Wands, which has to that usually talks about conflict. It can talk about internal conflict, but in this deck, you see people fighting one another. So there may be external parties like family and friends that may not support this connection because there may be cultural, religious differences or just differences overall between you and this person because you have religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. This reminds me a lot about the Hierophant card, which is a card of Taurus. This reminds me of how it signifies like tradition, cultural beliefs, institutions. Just that's Taurus is a fixed sign, so it's about having structure, right? So if there is a tradition within your person's community or family, like say they have to marry within their religion or their culture, this may be causing conflict, delays, and blocks for you and this person. The 6 of Wands is a card about victory and success, and you have the celebration card here as well. So there is this desire for your person to have success within this connection. And it's with the 6 of Swords, it's talking about like moving from like rougher waters to more peaceful waters. So this person wants to have success and move beyond this conflict and any type of fighting and drama. Because on the bottom of the deck, you have the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups is an offer, a message coming in. And this Knight of Cups is offering this cup of either love, or it could be an apology, but it's about emotions. This person wants to approach you and come towards you with this cup in order to, let's say, make things right. Because there may be cultural differences, or this may be like a taboo love, a forbidden love situation maybe. This person may see you as a temptation. So for some of you, your person may already be in another connection. If it's external parties, that's not for all of you. But even if they're not with someone else and it's just a matter of their family saying that you can't be together, or they They're trying to figure out how to make this work. Despite the differences, they are seeing you as a temptation. Because they say each day gets harder and harder to resist what they know in their heart to be true. They see you as their forbidden fruit. This person is missing you. If you guys are in no contact or little to no contact, their life feels empty without you. They miss you more than words can say, but they think it's too late to fix things. So that's why they're wanting to come in and apologize and make things right. They want to come in and give you this message. They want to message you and explain everything to you, but they know that they have to come in right. They have to come in right. They come in correct. They may come in this cup of love, maybe about this unspoken love. So if this is a crush and you guys have never been together, and maybe somebody in your friend group, in your community, this person has this unspoken love for you as well. So if you're asking about this person, how they feel, my assumption is you have feelings for this person or attraction for this person. It seems to be mutual because it says unspoken love. They've been carrying a torch for you all alone, but unable to confess their love due to their fear of rejection. And the fear of rejection that your person has is tied to their self-worth, and maybe feeling that you may have some expectations on them that they may not be able to fulfill. They're afraid that they're not strong enough or good enough for you in some ways. And this can possibly have to do with their finances here, with finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. They may feel like they don't have anything to offer you. That seems to be like actually the collective energy, because a few of these messages are similar to pile one. But they do have a desire to have union with you. This can look different for everybody. This could be a leveling up of the connection. So if you guys are just friends, they may want to confess their feelings and maybe take you out on a date. For some of you, this is actually like establishing a commitment, having union with one another, because your person has been working on themselves and transforming. You have this on the kindred spirits card and celebration. You have these blue butterflies, and blue could signify the throat chakra and communication of unspoken love possibly, but it's about communication. Your person is changing and transforming, and Pluto is a very like darker, heavier energy. So this person has been maybe doing some shadow work, working through their self-worth, self-love issues, because they want this with you. They've definitely been thinking about you a lot with the thought card here, but they may be someone who is stuck in their head a lot and overthinking things, maybe obsessively thinking about you in this connection, because in the message card, it looks like this girl has horns, which reminds me of the devil. So they may feel like a very strong magnetic connection to you, because you have the kindred spirits card here as well. So there's a feeling of like a very comfortable, like companion type of energy. Even if it's romantic, it's also like a very strong companion friend energy. So because of all these issues with their self-worth, maybe insecurity, and also external influences, this person has to make a choice whether or not to come forward, because what it could mean within the community, maybe their reputation, their family, going up against their family. They're afraid to come towards you, not only because of rejection, but because of reputation. But this person feels like it is safe for them to love you, and they want to be able to give you love and to receive love from you, because they are very passionate about you. There's passion. So there's passion here, but also emotion with the Knight of Cups and the kindred spirits. But this may take a little bit more time which I would like to point out the exhausted card. So this may have been like a cycle you guys have been going through, and you know, healing takes time. Exhausted says there's a lot of baggage that needs to be taken care of before they approach you. They're really trying to trust the situation. So you both may be exhausted and tired of this like energetic drama where you may feel drained. This girl looks like she's drained of her energy and maybe over it. Bottom of the deck energy of this deck is toxicity bound and patterns. So your person is working through any toxic tendencies, any like patterns that may have been like sabotagey in terms of like relationships and love, because they feel, or this could just speak about like being bound, feeling bound to their family, to their obligations. And bottom of the underneath that is twin flames. You have kindred spirit and twin flame. So this does feel a little twin flamey with all of the obstacles here and the Pluto transformation. So this is a very transformative connection. It's very attraction and desire very high in twin flame connections. You don't have to believe in the label, but this is just a very transformative, deep connection that you guys have, and it's meant to like push you to work through any wounding and to make you the best version of yourself, where you have the courage to go towards what you want in terms of life overall, material wealth and everything. Once like you move through the darker aspects of the dark night of the soul, there is a possibility for union within these type of connections. So let's take a look at what's next for this, for you and the person on your mind. Let's take a look at maybe the future energies, next 3 months time for you and this person. Sorry. What's next for pile 2 and the person on their mind? Future energies, next 3 months. What's next for pile 2 and the person on their mind? What's next for pile 2 and the person on their mind? Oh, so you have simplicity. You have wisdom, enlightenment, and thriving. Wow. And you have focus. So let's take a look at another deck before I What's next for pile 2 and the person on their mind? What's next for pile 2? So you have 3 that came out. So you have shadow. You have healer. You have safe travel. One more. What's next for pile 2 and the person on their mind? And you have death. Bottom of the deck energy is stormy. So what's next for you and the person on your mind? So within the next 3 months, there will still be this shadow work happening for your person, and possibly you too. You may be doing some shadow work in order to purify and purge any darker toxic energies within this connection. Some of you guys may be seeing signs about this connection from the divine. Some of you guys may be finding feathers. There is, with the bottom of the deck energy here being stormy, that can talk about certain conflicts and obstacles you guys may still have to face within the next 3 months. But there is this energy of being guided by the divine with safe travel. And there's a lot of like water travel being seen here. You have the Enlightenment card with a boat and the stormy. So again, this reminds me of the Six of Swords, which you got in your tarot, about moving from stormy or more like stormy waters to more calm and peaceful waters. So this is just a nod to that. You guys are in a journey together. If you choose to be together, this will be a journey together where there is a need to do the shadow work and transformations will be occurring because you have the Death card. It's a matter of like big transformation, life-altering transformations is what I'm hearing with this one. For some of you, if this connection may have maybe died out, there is this energy of it coming back to life, and not only coming back to life but blossoming like this rose. And in one of my decks, let me find it, hold on, which deck was it? In this oracle deck that I used in the first part, the Venus offer card has a rose on it, and that's what I think of here. So this card reminded me of this. It says Venus offer. So it's like an offering of love, which is like the Knight of Cups. There, and that offering will be like will cause like a big change within this connection. So you also have the Healer card here. So you guys are healing yourselves, healing the connection. The more you do healing, your person will mirror that as well and will help to heal the connection. So you also have wisdom and enlightenment. This journey together has not been easy with all the blocks, delays, and obstacles, but it has made you into a wiser version of yourself. Lessons, there are blessings in the lessons that you have learned, because it has made you a much more powerful version of yourself, stronger version of yourself, and that will lead to you and possibly this connection thriving. It's just a matter of focusing. There may be a need to focus on yourself and your healing until this can come around, and really focusing on you guys rather than the external people, external drama. Focus on healing yourself, healing the connection, and focusing on what makes you guys happy, because you guys, this is like a compass too. It reminds me of north, south, east, west. So you guys focus on leading with your intuition as well. Like if you're looking for guidance, listen to your like intuitive hits, your downloads. Really like lean into your intuition at this time, because you are being guided on how to make it through these stormy times. And once you get over that and you balance out the karma, you'll have this Death card, new, renewed rebirth, a new life where you guys can thrive as individuals and as possibly as a couple, if that's what you guys want to do. So we'll take a look at a couple of message cards from your person's higher self. Let's see what they'd like to say to you right now. Pile 2's person. What would you like to say to Pile 2 right now? Pile 2's person. Pile 2's person, what would you like to say to Pile 2 right now? You give me butterflies. Holy moly, guys. I pointed out the blue butterflies before and talked about transformation, but you give your person butterflies. They may get like very shy and they may be intimidated by you, maybe, especially if they're the type. We saw the Six of Wands, which is a card that has to do with like success, but also like confidence. Sometimes it could talk about like someone's ego, someone who's a little bit more like ego based, but someone who's confident either way. They may maybe quiet, kind of like get quiet, get shy, get a little self-conscious around you, but and you give them butterflies. It's like that crush feeling. So this could be a crush, and with the Knight of Cups showing up, this may be a crush that's wanting to come towards you, even though they have some reservations when it comes to their like personal life. Pile 2. I can't get you off my mind. I said that as well. I said you had the thought card, and in the message card she had horns like the devil. This person may be like thinking about you day and night, maybe like obsessively. Not in like a creepy way, hopefully, but yeah. They're a little bit obsessed with you, Pile 2. Maybe you are too, though. Because twin flames sometimes will have periods of like being obsessed with their counterpart. Pile 2. Pile 2's person, what would you like to say to Pile 2? Meeting you was the best thing that ever happened to me. So this person is very conflicted because you mean a lot to them, and just maybe meeting you also triggered them into spiritual awakenings and dark night of the souls, where they're changing completely. Their lives are changing, mostly for the better. You've made them more aware of their, I guess, shortcomings in a way, their wounds, their triggers, and that all has to do with shadow work. Pile 2's person. So you have, we will reunite soon. You had the union card show up. So if you guys are in a disconnect right now, this person wants to come back around, or you may have an opportunity to see this person again soon. Pile 2's person, what would you like to say to Pile 2? And they say, I love spending time with you. So if you guys have like hung out, spent some quality time together, they really love it and they want to spend more time with you. They may love how they feel with you, especially with the You Give Me Butterflies. It's like a very dreamy feeling, Pile 2's person, what would you like? And they say, I have regrets. So this person may regret how they've acted in the past. If you guys have a past together, they may regret not coming forward, letting you know how they feel. They just have, maybe they have had a tendency of self-sabotage. Maybe they've done that in this connection, but they do regret it. And that's why the Knight of Cups could have spoken about an apology. And then they said, I abandoned our connection out of fear. So there was a card that talked about fear of rejection and also insecurity when it came to finances. This person was triggered because they came to see, like, you mirrored aspects of themselves that they needed to work on. And one of them is their finances and their wealth. Maybe, overspending, no savings, maybe debt. But they ran away because they were afraid, and they felt like maybe they couldn't live up to your expectations. And it's not like you applied any expectations on them necessarily, but what they assumed you expected of them. They felt like they weren't good enough. So that's something that they're healing. See, meeting you was the best thing that ever happened to me, so they may feel like you're too good for them. Pile 2's person. What would you... And then they say, I made the wrong choice. So they may have chosen somebody else over you, or just running away they felt like was the wrong choice to make. But at the moment they felt triggered. And then they say, I want to take our relationship to the next level. See, so for some of you, this could talk about commitment, or just taking it up to another level, leveling up this connection. So Pile 2, that is your reading. I hope you liked it. I hope it resonated. If so, please hit the like button. It really helps me in the algorithm. If you haven't subscribed already, please consider subscribing so you can be notified when I post more readings like this. With that said, Pile 2, thank you for spending this evening with me. I'll see you at your next reading. Bye, guys. Hey guys, if you chose the pyrite crystal or cluster, pyrite cluster, pile 3, welcome to your reading. Let me just put this over to the side. It's very heavy. So pile 3, welcome to your reading. Today we're going to look at how the person on your mind is feeling about you. And then we'll take a look at what's next for you guys, the future energies of like the next 3 months. And then we'll finish off with some message cards from your person. So pile 3's person. Pile 3's person. How are you feeling about pile 3 in this connection? Too many. I saw the 6 of Pentacles up. All these cards want to come out. Pile 3's person. So 4 came out. No, 5 came. Too many, guys. I just need 3, please. Pile 3's person. This person has maybe a lot of feelings for you. Pile 3's person. So you have the 3 of Cups. You have the 7 of Swords. And you have Temperance, a major arcana card for Sagittarius. And you have the Tower, which is major arcana for Scorpio. Pile 3's person, how do you feel about pile 3? So you have, this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. Pile 3's person, how do you feel about pile 3? You have romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Pile 3's person, how are you feeling about pile 3 in the connection? And you have wedding. This situation involves marriage. And underneath the deck you have very soon. Clearly decide what you want, that it comes to you now. Pile 3's person, how do you feel? So you have mixed signals. That cloudy space between hot and cold is their way of telling you that they're not totally sure if they're into you or not. Pile 3's person, how do you feel? Too many. 2 more, please. Pile 3's person, how do you feel about pile 3 in this connection? So you have the gods favor you. Now is the time. Your prayers have been heard. You will succeed and be vindicated. Pile 3's person, how are you feeling about, how do you feel about pile 3? Pile 3's person, how do you feel? And then you have taking aim. They have stepped into their power and taking action towards you. They will not miss the mark this time. Underneath the deck you have leap of faith. They did not expect this love to run this deep. They're putting their pride aside and taking the leap of faith. Pile three's person. How do you feel about pile three? You have abundance. Pile three's person. Pile three. These are shuffling very weird. Pile three's person. Pile three's person. How are you feeling about pile three? Pile three's person. How are you feeling about pile three? Too many. I saw change and new beginnings though. Pile three. You have grace. Pile three's person. And you have patience. And underneath the deck you have protection. So pile three. Oh, one more deck. Pile three's person. You have past lack and suffering. Pile three's person, how do you feel about pile three? You have storm, unexpected. Pile three. Pile three's person, how do you feel about pile three? And you have cycles, change and completion. Bottom of the deck energy is nurture and compassion. So something I noticed off the bat, pile three, is you have the Tower card here on the bottom of the deck for your tarot, and you have the Storm Unexpected card as well. They're very similar imagery where the Tower is being struck by this thunderbolt, and this thunderbolt generally talks about like divine intervention. And the lightning strikes the tower and causes it to fall apart and collapse because of any weak foundation. So it has thrown out the people out of the tower as well. So this is a huge upheaval that it talks about, maybe a shift in someone's life. But this could also talk about the things that are unexpected. This person or their feelings for you may have come out of nowhere. With a leap of faith card here, it says they did not expect this love to run this deep. They're putting their pride aside and taking the leap of faith. So this person may not have had the intention of maybe looking for love. You guys, with the Three of Cups, this is a card of community and also friendship. For some of you, this may have been someone in your friend group. With it being next to the Seven of Swords, this can talk about someone who is wearing a mask, not letting you know exactly if they have feelings for you or not. So with the Three of Cups, Seven of Swords, and the Mixed Signals card, which it says that cloudy space between hot and cold is their way of telling you that they're totally not sure if they're into you or not. I do believe this person is into you because of romantic feelings, but this may talk about someone who may not have let on exactly how they feel because they were maybe not wanting to ruin a friendship if you guys are colleagues or friends. The Seven of Swords can also talk about running away from a connection. It may have been too intense. This this card is talking about very deep feelings that they didn't expect, so that may have triggered them into running. And if there was any type of disconnect, with the Temperance card, they may have been focusing on healing. With Temperance, though, and you have the Patience card, and you have the Cycles Change Completion card, this may have taken a lot of time, like in terms of maybe you have been waiting for this person to reach out, or for this person to maybe admit or come towards you, admit their feelings. Maybe you felt like this friend was interested in you sometimes, but you were getting like mixed signals whether or not. You were very confused about what this person was feeling, because they may have been like hot and cold. But if they did run away, they may have been doing some healing and trying to balance out the energies here with the Temperance card. The reason why I said that this card is not exactly how I'm reading it, with they're not sure if they're really into you. This person is really into you, because this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. This person may see you as the one. And you have romantic feelings here. Your feelings are real and worth exploring, and wedding. So for some of you, this person may see you as someone who they can potentially marry. You guys may, not for all of you, because of the Three of Cups, can talk about possibly an external party. For some of you, one or both of you may already be in a marriage where that foundation has to be broken down before you could move ahead with one another. Your person feels like you're sent by the divine. Like they feel like this is a divine connection with God's favor. You now is the time your prayers have been heard, and you will succeed and be vindicated. So they may feel like you're God sent, They may have been praying for someone like you. And that's why they're taking aim. Cupid's bow and arrow. They have stepped into their power and taking action towards you. They will not miss the mark this time. So this could be, that's why it says they will not miss the mark this time. So it feels like for a lot of you, this could have been someone who you already know. And you might not have been already in a connection, but they want to maybe have a second chance at coming towards you, because in the past they've been working through this lack. They may have been living in like lack mentality. Maybe they felt like they couldn't offer you too much, but they have gone through a change with this butterfly here. Maybe with the butterfly being on the mouth, it's like they may have been too afraid to speak the truth of their feelings for you here, because of feeling like they're not good enough for you with the lack and the suffering. But they have been focusing on nurturing and compassion towards themselves. And they also feel like this is a divinely protected connection. The two swans here, it's a very like soulmate symbolism. So this person feels like you could be the one. The swans are twin flames or soulmate symbolism as well. This person with abundance and grace. The abundance card reminds me of the Empress card with all these flowers and again butterflies. So a lot of change has been occurring within this person and possibly this connection. And you have grace. So these two cards are very like divine feminine cards. So you may identify as the divine feminine regardless of your gender. And this person finds you very pleasurable and graceful and poised, and they feel like you're very abundant and like very powerful in your feminine energy. This can also talk about like any wounds that they may have had when it came to like the feminine receiving love. Maybe they had like lack of self-love. So it was difficult for them to feel emotions and feel like they deserve love, and that's why they were triggered. but there may be some action. This card is talking about stepping into their power and taking action, and you have the very soon card here. So very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it now comes to you. This can also talk about like clearly deciding what you want also to manifest within this connection, so you can clearly bring it into your life, and your person needs to do the same thing. With the protection card here, it looks like she has the sword of truth, the sword of clarity. So being clear with what you want to manifest in this connection, but also about honest communication, honest and clear communication, instead of this Seven of Swords, hiding behind a mask, running away. There is this opportunity for the truth and clarity within this connection. So let's take a look as far as what's next for you and this person for the next 3 months. Future energies. Pile 3. Pile 3's person. Pile 3 and the person on their mind. What's next for pile 3 and the person on their mind? Next 3 months energies. What's next for pile 3 and the person on their mind? What's next for pile 3 and the person on their mind? What's next for you have past life. Pile 3. 3 came out. So you have jealousy. You have divine feminine. And you have boundaries. Boundaries came up, I think, in all 3 piles. So there's like this big collective energy that has to do with boundaries. And you have earth. Pile 3. Pile 3. What's next for pile 3 and the person? So you have 4 that came out. So you have flow. You have healing chaos. You have illumination. And you have voyage. Underneath the deck is flexibility. So within the next 3 months, it looks like you and this person may still be in this cycle of healing aspects of the shadow, because you have past life energy here. So you and this person may have shared many past lives together. That's why they felt like you are the one for them. There is a deep soul connection that you guys may have, a deep soul bond that may be, go back to many past lives, maybe connections to ancient Egypt as one. But there is this energy of you guys still healing through shadow aspects, with jealousy showing up and boundaries. So there's a need to work on boundaries and maybe triggers when it comes to jealousy. Jealousy can happen because, you're afraid of losing something, maybe insecurity. It's a matter of trying to build yourself up and focusing on your own strengths rather than looking at others for what you're lacking within. But there is healing happening within you in this connection, because you have this tornado, which again can talk about big changes. It's upheaval, big upheaval and change. You have all of these butterflies, which are the color of the rainbow and the chakra. So For some of you, you may be doing some chakra healing, maybe energetic healing, Reiki. That would be beneficial, but change is occurring. So you may be working through aspects of jealousy. If there are any situations that arise in the next 3 months that triggers jealousy and like dealings of boundaries, there is healing when it comes to this. Like I said before, I was picking up on divine feminine energy. This jealousy and boundaries may speak about the divine feminine, and this connection may need to work on their own trigger when it comes to the shadow. It could also talk about leaning into your divine feminine, or leaning into the feminine side by going with the flow rather than taking action. Within this, there's a need to surrender control and just surrendering and going with the flow, relying on intuition. You have 2 full moons here, so this is a very deep and emotional connection, very deep, and there's a need to really see with your intuition rather than like your physical eye. And there is an opportunity for illumination and gaining wisdom with all the lessons you guys have gone through and are going through. Illumination can also reminds me, there's also a full moon here, so there is something coming to completion. Full moon here as well, so there is a cycle that's coming to completion within the next 3 months. So the cycle's completion card showed up in the first part of your reading. So I think through these next 3 months, you guys are still moving out of these heavier energies, and there's a need for patience and going with the flow, because you guys are on a voyage. With the whale here, it looks like a mama whale and a baby whale. This reminds me of like telepathic communication as well, since they communicate via sonar, so it's like a higher frequency. You and this person may have like a telepathic connection, and water again, so very deep, very intuitive connection, but you guys are on a journey together. If this, this can also talk about you and this person maybe being on different levels with your healing, so there's a need for patience and trying to be understanding, and having patience and just being like compassionate to one another, but also strengthening your boundaries, asserting your boundaries. If this person is like bucking your boundaries, making sure that they respect it, and in turn they will respect you more even if they don't like it. And with the earth element here showing up, this can talk about grounding this connection, having some sort of stability within this connection. Despite like hearing stability and like fortifying something, there is a need for flexibility because of all of this healing that's still need to be done, and not being so rigid. When I think of earth signs, they tend to be a little more like rigid where their approach a lot more logical. There's a need to be a little more flexible when it comes to this connection, and patience. And you guys are on a long spiritual journey together, possibly with the past life here. So yeah, let's take a look at what your person would like to say to you right now, their higher self. Pile 3's person. What would you like to say to pile 3 right now? So I've noticed like a few of your card decks, the shuffling has been weird. Like a bunch of cards want to fly out, but then also they're shuffling a little weird. Maybe this person feels like communication is not their biggest strength. They may feel awkward when it comes to like trying to explain maybe their feelings. That's why they could be very shy. Excuse me. They could be shy about coming forward as well. If they're insecure about how they communicate, they may not know what to say. And they say, is it too late to apologize? Is it too late to apologize? I think that's Imagine Dragons, right? Apologize. So maybe that song may be relevant to you and this person. Some lyric, if you look up the lyrics, may be a message to you. I'm hearing a very loud ringing in my left ear. I do believe I have clear audience. I have high frequencies ringing in my ear, but it's very loud on my left ear. So this person probably really, really wants to come towards you if there is a need to apologize to you. It may not necessarily be anything that they've done wrong. It may just be how they maybe fumbled the ball, fumbled this connection, or ran away, but sabotaging it by running away because they had strong feelings for you. They have strong feelings for you. They don't want to mess this up. One fell off the table. 1 sec. And they say, I have never felt this way before. Yeah, if it's a past life connection, or, you know, like they feel like you're the one and they've never felt like this before. Maybe they've never felt this deeply for anyone before. They got triggered and ran away. And they probably want to run away. They probably want to apologize for running away, because I'm sure they have come to realize that they've hurt you by running away, and it was not you, it was them, their insecurities, not because you were lacking in any way. And, you know, like they actually maybe put you up on a pedestal with the abundance and the grace card, very empress-like, divine feminine. They may have been very intimidated by your energy. They felt like you're very abundant, and they felt like, what could they offer you at that point? Why would... and they say, you are my forever love. So they do feel a deep soul connection, past life connection. You guys may have shared many past lives together, if you believe in that. I do. And then they say, I lied out of fear of rejection. So that going back to their insecurity of, and that may have been the 7 of Swords. It's not necessarily lying. They could have just been hiding their feelings for you with the 7 of Swords. And then they say, I am hiding my true feelings for you. I will put this one here because that's exactly what I said. It's not necessarily lying, but they're hiding their feelings. Pile 3's person. What would you like to say to pile 3? Pile 3's person. What would you like to say? So we have 2. And they say, I can't get you off my mind. So this person thinking about you day and night. They may be losing sleep over you, but they may be like thinking about you obsessively. And then they say, I want to take our relationship to the next level. You had the leap of faith card in the first part of your reading, and the marriage card too. So this person wants to level up this connection. That looks differently for everybody, because you guys can go from like a talking stage to maybe being committed, or just like being friends, because we saw the 3 of Cups. Some of you guys are friends and they want to make it romantic, so it's different for everyone. Pile 3's person, what would you like to say to pile 3? Bruh, look at that. We are destined to be together, and you had this could be the 1 card, past life relationship. This person feels like you're it. You're the one they want. You're their person. And then you are always in my dreams, so I can't get you off my mind. So this person is not only daydreaming about you, they're night dreaming about you. So this person is like, you're heavily on this person's mind. They're obsessively thinking about you, and that's why they're dreaming about you. So pile 3, that is your reading. I hope you liked it. I hope it resonated. If you did, please hit the like button. It really helps me in the algorithm. If you are not subscribed, please consider subscribing to help me grow this small tarot community of mine. I would appreciate that greatly. Thank you for spending the evening with me this evening, pile 3. I'll see you at your next reading. Bye, guys.